Strategy and Snark presents Dungeons & Dragons Online. Welcome back. Today we're heading out to the Catacombs epic version. But before we do that, might as well level up. I don't have a XP bar anymore to tell me how long ago we leveled up, but I do have my handy little cheat sheet that says we get double strike at this level. So this used to, for anybody who's interested in the little background things of this game, double strike was introduced not that many updates ago. It's just 5% extra double strike just to hit twice, basically double damage 5% of the time. It used to be the 2-weapon fighting feat. Like, you know, the epic version, epic 2-weapon fighting, you know, the epic dual wield. But it didn't require any of the weapon feats, and it just gave double strike, so everybody took it anyway. So they separated it out to be its own feat and actually made an epic 2-weapon fighting that I think does now require the prerequisite feats. But anyway, we are now ever so slightly more powerful. I guess we didn't level up that long ago. I don't really pay a lot of attention to when we level up. There's only a couple of levels that are major milestones, especially here in epics. You get so much of your power from the epic destinies that, like, sure, when we hit 26, that'll be a new tier that we get. But after that, it's 29. What level is this? This is just 30, right? Yeah. 29 is when you can start wearing some of the endgame gear. Alright, repeat. Catacombs. Gotta talk to him twice to actually... one to reset, then another time to actually take the quest. Feeling a little better today. I feel a little bad about the last video where we were doing the challenges. I like the challenges. I feel like I was a little overly negative because it's getting to summertime and it gets hot. And my patience is proportional to the temperature, or inversely proportional to how hot it is outside. So, it's a cooler day today, and I needed to hit some things. So let's go hit some undead. Not expecting a lot of competition in this here quest. Although, that spider took 2 hits, right? We are an epic level character. This spider has 7... This spider is almost as tough as we are. It's got 700... Ooh, this one's 800. We, a paladin, only have 1200 HP. Like, this spider could legitimately, like, take out all of Korthos. If one of these spiders got loose into the city, right? That reminds me, they almost had that happen. Sort of. I don't actually remember where I'm going with the revamped quest. I just kind of went down the open hallway. There was a glitch a little while ago that people could summon one of the hirelings in town, and the game freaked out because you weren't in a quest, and so the hireling was... I think it was specifically the dinosaur from Isle of Dread. And it would freak out because it wasn't in a quest, and it would just go feral. I don't know if there was another step. I don't know what the steps to do it were. I just saw it happen once that, you know, some jerk summoned it in town for the express purposes of having it run around and kill little level 1 people. It's amazing that even in a game in a game as old as this one, right? There's still those people who will go out of their way just to try to mess with other people. And we're not talking, haha, I made a new character or something. Like, I made a burner account and I decided that I was going to just troll people until I got banned. To do it, you had to use a item, which meant you had to have paid for Isle of Dread. It was not the buy it with points version. You don't get the hirelings from the in-store versions. You have to buy it from the website and get the special collector's edition kind of bundle. At least the mid-tier. I think the mid-tier specifically. Oh, we got an item in our very first... What? Did I miss the memo that the Mimic Festival is going? I thought they were doing hardcore right now. I'm reasonably certain that this is not supposed to be a mimic. But we got an item. What do we get? It makes me angry. Okay, I gotta say, first glance, not having really paid any attention to our items as we've gone up, Strength 11 is, I think that's good for level 23. Extra rages, I don't know how useful that is. Intimidating, it's not a terrible, barbarian-y kind of item. We'll take it. I won't use it. I'll take it. Take this money. Hello, note. Alright. Apparently I ran down the wrong hallway. So. Well, this was a required hallway. The other one was the... No, I hit a lever back there, too. Maybe I didn't mess up. Is this the one where it slams closed? Nope. I don't feel like that was worth 20k, but I guess the epic scaling. Out we go. Traditionally, I do not like the Catacombs quests because of having to run back and forth to all of the quest givers, and a lot of them are just, hallways full of undead that just takes a while to kill. I remember when we did this in Heroic, it really wasn't that as bad as I remembered. First we load in, then we go to the loading screen, then we load in. I remember they moved a lot of the quest givers, so you don't have to go all the way out every time. It's really tempting to just re-pretend walking in and talking to the guy. That doesn't really count. You're not going to get any Reaper points from this, if it would even let you in. I'm not convinced it would let you in. I feel like my camera's pointed the wrong way. I bumped it when I was working on something for the kid. Then we go all the way down? I think it's all the way down. We go down until the door lines up right. This doesn't look right at all. I talked to the guy. Were we supposed to go outside and talk to the uncle again? Because that's kind of what it's look. Oh no, I just passed the door. At least Tangleroot is just like 10 feet back and forth. This hireling's going to get really annoyed that we call him, and then he works for like 6 minutes, and then we call him again. I paid for an hour. Just because I'm taking it 5 minutes at a time. Alright. Guess I should actually pay attention to what we're doing here. Find the key in the north ward. Well, this is north. Isn't it like behind a secret door right here? There's a trap on this, but I'm a paladin, so I don't care. Yoink. Oh no, the keeper of the sanctuary. Why would you lock yourself in? So I guess if he was trying to, like, protect himself, sure. Oh, and he exploded. Since when do the zombies explode? Maybe I just don't pay attention because I'm never fighting one zombie at a time. Something's looking back? Oh! There is. Alright, we're just going to kind of run past everything until I find... There's a chest right there. I'm interested in that. Alright, we're just going to swing a couple times. This is why we do two-handed fighting, is so we can turn around and hit 4 guys at once. Alright, done with that. Treasure chest? Could be a mimic. It is a mimic. Take that, take that. I should look into what the mimic rewards are. I don't believe I've ever happened... My intelligence is too low. Hey, open this door for me. Now whose intelligence is too low? I don't really need this note. No lever. You're the door with the guy behind it? Yep. Button, 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 button. Turns into a werewolf who shouldn't exist here. I remember somebody in the comments mentioned something like, yeah, it's a deep, dark secret that the church is holding on to a werewolf. So it's like, okay. If he is related, maybe he's like the nephew. Well, I mean, we're getting a little close to the core storyline here. But maybe if he's related to a higher up, and so they kept him down here instead of just killing him, maybe... Not sold on it. This is a big area, right? To have to, like, lock him up and keep a secret. This is the one that's door's closed, right? Yep. Not that one, because we've already been in that one. We gotta go a direction we haven't gone. Which is this one. The metallic growling, because we want the one with the iron defenders in it. It's the one we're looking for. There they are. Lever should be right over here. And I may not even fight the iron defenders. I may just, depending on our dungeon alert, I may just go. Bye, puppies. Hey, puppies, you can eat him. Getting my plat worth. Which one? This is the entrance. This is the entrance. There's Thaddeus. He gives us our new quest. Gives us a bunch of stuff I don't care about, but I have to take in order to get the thing off the screen. Get out of here. I'm not lagged in here with you. You're lagged in here with me. Alright. Can I leave now? It says finish. Okay, we out. Let's see. These are level 23? I'll look when we walk in the next one. They're 23 or 24. We're 25. That's not... I completely forgot I didn't have to talk to the other guy, so I walked away from the quest instead of going in the quest. Muscle memory. Okay. 23, 24, because we're going in on hard. We're only one level above these. We're wearing still Feywild gear. Not epic Feywild. Level 5 Feywild. You can get quite a ways in this game just knowing what you're doing. Does the gear help? Absolutely. The gear will make you hit harder, it'll make you last longer, but the number one way to be better at this game is to know what you're doing. I don't remember you having to talk this much. I like to think of these as their own little... Like, each dungeon is their own little mini challenge. So you're not really grinding as much as you're, like, seeing if you can beat the quest faster than your previous time, that kind of thing. Beat it at a higher difficulty at a lower level. I think it would be cool if they actually had a way of recording. Like, when you finish the quest, it'll tell you your completion time and all that. I want them to record that. I want your account to say, hey, this character at this level finished it the fastest. Get your own little personal high score going. I'll take that, and I'll take that. And those rats were not there a minute ago. At least these are undead rats. I can understand an undead rat just kind of going, oh look, meat, I must attack. Regular giant rat? I am not anything that looks like what a giant rat would eat, right? I get the feeling this 59 HP zombie did not get moved up to epic scaling. We are in on epic, right? Yeah, we're getting thousands of XP. I kind of don't mind this quest. Even before the revamp, I kind of liked this quest. Because you don't, like, repeat this map. Like every single other Catacombs quest repeats the maps. I like the idea of hunting around in the old overgrown library. That's pretty cool. Bonk. Alright, one more. I am usually running with my team of hirelings, right? When I'm just normally playing by myself and not holding back to play with what a normal person would have. So I very rarely have to stop and fight individual spiders like that because they just get mobbed by my 5 hirelings. And even if the hirelings can't actually kill them, it's still enough to distract the thing that I just keep going. There we go. That random true seeing ring still preventing us from having to use the search button. I am not sure if the search on these doors is low enough for you to find them without any ranks in search. It should be. Chest first. Because if it's a mimic, which it is not. I think strength 10. I'm pretty sure this one has a trap on it. Yep. I didn't want to have to fight the mimic in the trap. Would it have really hurt me? No. I was looking at that optional that said there's one guy left. I'm like, maybe I should go kill the one guy because I can kind of hear the archer shooting. And then he just died. Like, the hireling was here with me. And I forgot that there's this guy. Did you kill it? I mean, did it auto-complete? Because there's still a guy right there. That was weird. I should have hit the X button. Too late. If it was a misadventure, we would have maybe been able to say it was the game that killed him. Or is this the... No, we need to go down. If it would have said the Archbishop's office or whatever it's called, then that's up. Again, I said this back in Heroic. You gotta give him credit for fixing more or less the thing that everybody hated, which was the running back and forth and talking to the guy over and over again. I'll give him that. This is quest, what, 4 already? The problem is there's like 10 quests. And they're old. I know they're old. But these ones really do feel more like, how fast can your party get through? Up until you hit these gates and you can't split up to go any faster. I'm not even going to fight half of you guys. I'm just going to try to hit the lever. And leave. Up and over you. Of course the freaking archers are going to cripple me. Go fast. Let's see how many of these things I can ignore. Speedrun mode. I mean, just like every other one of our epic revisits, if you really want to see the quests done right, you should watch them on Heroic. This is, especially Catacombs, is very much designed to be level 3. There is nothing in this entire chain until maybe, arguably, the final boss that is anything that's even close to a threat to an epic level character. It's all like zombies and crap, right? Just lots of them. Well, we'll see. We'll see. I've maybe done the epic version once. So I could be surprised by a change. I still like this room. There's no corpses in there, so there's no undead. Which really just brings back something I've hammered on every time we've had a major undead quest. Cremation, okay? In a world where, like, it's very common for undead and zombies and everything, cremation. I guess then you just end up with wraiths, but that still takes work. You can't... Why do they have graveyards? They've got 3 graveyards, right? This is not the only graveyard in Stormreach, and they still just store all the bones and crap down here, so that the first thing with necromantic powers that wanders by, just like, oh look, a whole box of skeletons. Yoink. And I'm mindlessly killing all the bad guys again. Fine, we'll kill these things. I gotta open that treasure. I have to open the treasure chest to get the key. Screw you. Elemental Fury. Hero's Soul. Alright. Can I open the box now? There we go. Am I strong enough? I am officially strong enough to open this. I think we had to use the hireling before. Oh, I should probably have done the one we were right next to, huh? You know, the one literally across from the key that we picked up. And now we do 3 of the exact same room we've already done. They don't do this as much anymore. I gotta give them credit for that too. What was the last new quest we did? The Grip of the Hidden Hand? If it's not the newest, it's quite new. And it had a lot of different stuff going on. Like those... I still don't know where everything is in those quests. Of course, I've been doing this project, so it's not like I've been doing anything but this. I've been kind of eyeing the hardcore, but I can't. I don't have the time to do this and hardcore. So I was thinking about taking a break on... I'm running the wrong way. Taking a break on hitting all the quests for the sake of doing hardcore while it's up. Because, you know, time limit. It's not like I can just choose to do hardcore whenever. And it's only because the hardcore is... That's not the one I want. From what I've been able to see, the current hardcore is way easier than normal. There's no 5,000 favor reward, so there's no reason, other than if you want their leaderboard, there's no reason to do every single quest on Elite. There's no way I'm getting that door open. There's no reason that he can't. Cheated our way through the door. Anyway, I was looking at the hardcore rewards. I really like the little footprints. And they look very attainable without having to give myself a heart attack. So, maybe I will do that. Destroy the ghoul pack? Oh shit. We're actually, like, in danger all of a sudden because we got paralyzed. And then everything died. We're still taking like 30 damage from something. Is it just like a random archer still just happens to have line of sight from way... just... Okay, I'll kill that one. Bye, everyone else. Steal the treasure. Watch out for mimics. Search the tomb. Nothing. Then there's this guy. He gives us a reward. Nothing I care about. And then I think we can walk straight into the next quest, right? Maybe I'm thinking of the next one, that the tomb leads into the next one. Recall. I think we just walk across the little hallway we are already in, and that'll take us to the next quest. Yeah, there we go. So look at that. Way better than go all the way to the top of the spiral, talk to the guy, come all the way back down. Maybe I should look into getting some of those abilities where you don't fail on a 1. I'm not saying I've got great saves, but I feel like a lot of the time when we're running around and then, like, suddenly we almost die is because we rolled a 1 on something. Or we do die. We died in... You jerks. Oh no, that's still there. We died in the Demon Sands in the pyramid because we rolled a 1 on Slay Living because I forgot that we took off the Death Ward item. Alright. For funsies, jump potion. Jump on the vase. Jump over the top. Yeah. Just so I don't have to deal with the trap. Not that the trap can really hurt me, but... Alright, open these up. Fight the shadows. I'm only fighting them because otherwise they'll interrupt me when I'm trying to hit these levers. Okay, you go get that lever, okay? Save me 1 lever. You go get that lever. Hooray! The hireling saved me having to click 1 lever. I still want Mage Hand or something. I want use lever at range. See, look at that. Save failure on a 1. Get out of here, ghoul. Come on, G Howl. Use that thing, lights up. Let's take this thing, see if it gets up. Not a mimic. Silver returning throwing dagger. It's almost good. It's level 8. What? That's level 24. That's level 8. Weird. I don't usually look at random loot. I have a lot of quests though, so as you can see, I just wear whatever named loot we happen across, and it's good enough. If I don't kill the zombie, will he run into this trap and die? Come on, get him. I'll trigger it. Nah, he's a shadow. He might not. Might not care. And lever and go. Pot out of the way. Are those guys even trying to chase me? I have to kill these things real quick. A weird sound, and I wasn't sure if it was the game or outside. It's not as hot today, but I did crack the window, which sometimes the raccoons and the neighbor's cat fight. I don't know why. The raccoons are triple the size of a cat. Like, why would you try? The cat can easily just go home, right? It's not like the raccoon can actually get into the house or anything. I know cats are supposed to be more independent and all that, but it's like, I wouldn't want to be outside. Like, hey, it's dark. I want back in the house. Like, isn't that, like, semi-basic behavior for all animals is to prioritize safety? Of course, now that I think about it, where do cats actually live in the wild? So, like, you think about, like, a lion. You know, in The Lion King, they've got, like, their cave. I could see, like, leopards living in a cave or something. But where would something like... They just, like, live... They just, like, sleep wherever? That doesn't seem efficient. Like, most other animals I can think of nest in some way, but I just can't imagine what a cat does. I don't know. Where's my treasure? This is what happens when we do these revisits. It's like, there's not really anything to talk about. Like, we've done these quests before. Until I see something new. Technically, that's new. That doesn't really count. Alright, which one is this? Oh, it's this one. Okay. Remember how we just ran down a bunch of hallways and tagged the end? Now we're going to run down a bunch of hallways and tag the end. At least this one and the one before it, if you've got a group, you can just split up. So this quest and the one before it are basically instantaneous. I can't quite tell the hirelings to go down the hallway and clear everything and hit the button. They ain't quite that useful yet. Be pretty nice if they were, though. Of course, this is coming from somebody who played a lot of, like, the Baldur's Gate, the original one, the isometric 2nd edition D&D game. Love that game. Your 5 little extra party members, you know, in addition to your character, but you got your character you control, but you also control all 5 of the other ones. You can send them on solo missions. They don't have to stay together, like, at all. You have to stay on the same map, but they can even go in buildings separately unless it's in a different adventure zone, right? If the game has to actually load another area, it draws the line. But just the ability to send just the rogue. Just the rogue to sneak around and basically be the spotter for the wizard. So the wizard can throw the fireball and the cloud kill and all that without having to actually worry about, like, getting close to the enemies first and not having time. Good days. Good days. Maybe I should play Baldur's Gate again. I got all of the achievements for Baldur's Gate 1. I have not yet done it for Baldur's Gate 2. Blah, blah, blah. There's something behind you. The Beast of Belshazzar. Hey, you want to end everything right now? Bonk. I could pretty easily take that thing. Let's see. Is this the door we're supposed to go through? Break that vase. Who just leaves vases laying around? This isn't like an Egyptian tomb, right? Why would there just be... It's not even like a crate, right? It's not like somebody was like, I couldn't be bothered to put this crate away. Like, these aren't even, like, decoratively placed. Who's just leaving... Who is purchasing this large number of vases and just like, corner, corner. There we go. You want to fight? You want to fight? Boom. I ain't afraid of no ghost. I push all my buttons that I almost never press. Remember, folks, we are not over-leveled. We are super under-geared. And we are slapping that thing. Wave to the demon. Just casually walk away. It's not even like leaving. It's just like, okay, look. We got off on the wrong foot. You know, I'm Dave. I'm just your average blue fire. Why is it blue? Dryden's chamber. Yeah, we're supposed to go up. I mean, he kind of looks cool. He's blue. They're usually red. They're usually fire reavers. He's blue. That's something they don't really do a whole lot in this game. You don't see a lot of just straight up palette swaps. I wonder if it's a limitation of it being like a 3D engine, or if they've just got something against it. Oh, I actually have to take something. Okay. What? With great sorrow, I must ask you to destroy the creature. Blah, blah, blah. My grief will not weaken my resolve in this. Okay. I'm so sad, but I'll struggle through while you murder that lady. Niece? Granddaughter? I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. Blah, 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 blah. Daughter. Straight up daughter. Wow. Wow. Dad of the year. Wow. Sorry, I need you to go kill my daughter because something else is possessing her, even though I'm a goddamn cleric, okay? Who else? You have magical powers delivered by your chosen deity. And you can't do an exorcism. It's not like you're some groveling level 1 cleric like the uncle outside, right? This is the Archbishop. Yeah, I know he's being controlled, but... Cajoled? I don't remember if he's being mind controlled or if he's just being intimidated into being a jerk. I will say, though, from his point of view, he's being threatened with death, right? But I think he might know that Marguerite is not the problem. And is not even a problem, because the beast is apparently now perfectly happy. Tell me what happened. Blah, blah, blah. What about this stuff? Blah, blah, blah. Boop, boop, boop. Gray light did the wards. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, I restored the wards. It takes control. It's hard. Why has God forsaken me? Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so she's not in complete control, but she's not unsalvageable. This is basically the X-Men. Well, their whole shtick, right? She's got some power that she can't control, and she needs guidance, not to be executed. And she says her dad never even came down to talk to her. So you know what that really says? He values his life more than he values the life of his daughter. And I just can't get behind that as a parent. Like, I mean, you must really, really either hate your kid or you didn't want to be a parent to begin with. He's also a cleric, so it was probably like an affair and he got in trouble. But maybe the Silver Flame has different rules. I gotta go over there and kill the archer. Just spawn everything at once. Just let me cleave all of them at once. I mean, it's weird that when there's magic involved, right? But if this was a standard, if this was real world, I'm gonna kill you if you don't order that guy to kill your daughter, I'm pretty sure most parents would just be like, alright, well, I guess we are going to fight to the death on the spot. It's like, or what? Like, I'm not gonna tell that guy to go kill my kid. And, like, you're threatening to kill me. That does not mean you're going to be able to. You could maybe make the argument, well, I'm going to say yes to the demands for now, long enough for me to change the stakes, right? He's got a gun to my head right now. I'll wait until he moves the gun, and then I'll handle the problem from there. But I don't know. Still weird that he's like a powerful cleric, right? He's not just some schmuck on the street. He's supposed to be the archbishop. I mean, sure, we are more experienced than well, this is a level 3 quest. Remember, this basic storyline is a level 3 storyline. That is barely out of adventuring school. I have level 2 spells available. Right? We are hilariously overqualified for this particular threat. I don't know. We haven't got to the final fight. Maybe there's something different in the final fight. I'm trying to remember. I want to say it was a flame skull was the boss. I think it was a flame skull. Back in, before they revamped it all, I think it was a wraith. And wraiths are scary. And he also had some arcane skeletons would spawn in the room, and it was a very small room. It was a hilariously small room. So you could get overwhelmed really quickly if you didn't, preemptively put up your walls of fire and everything. Or just stand 4 feet to the left and then the boss didn't know where you were. We'll see. We'll see. What do you gotta say? Look up behind you. But if he really would have just arrogantly been like, oh, what? This? That's when you stab him. It's like I wasn't trying to alert you to its presence. I was trying to make you go down like a chump. You took down the wards. Ooh. Blah blah blah. Easily manipulated fool. Blah blah blah. Blah 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 blah. Blah blah blah. Hadouken. Let's see. I guess the spinning thing would be Shoryuken. Yeah, we'll just casually left mouse button our way through this fight. And down. Mimic? Not a mimic. Ooh, a thingy. What do we got? Obviously a spellcasting thing we can't use, but spellcasting, kinetic impulse, wizardry potency. Not terrible. Works on magic missile types things and blade barriers. What else does force? I think you can get your warlock stuff to do force damage. At least half of your pact damage. Alright, let's see. Let's see if there's anything new in here. This has only been... Gonna squeeze this whole pack in an hour. That's not terrible, especially for the XP we get. The story may not be epic level, right? But we started with like this much XP. You can't see it past me. We started with very little XP. We've got a whole bubble, and this is going to push us into the next bubble. That's a decent amount of XP for, you know, an hour's work, and did a whole storyline. Got 2 named items. Maybe more. We might get another named item. Blah, blah, blah. How do you know this? Blah, blah, blah. What do we got? Ooh. So his uncle's like, oh, ha, get it? He's crying, uncle. Ah. Come on. Fight me. The flame skull again? Undead. Skeleton. Are you supposed to be a demi-lich? I think it's supposed to be a demi-lich. Whoa, that's different. There we go. We found a difference. There was definitely not a giant demon. I think that's a Glabrazu, something like that. There was not one of those. I'm gonna get these guys out of my way because they're annoying, and I am not threatened by the demon. Guess what? You threw your grass type out against a fire type. Like, I'm not... Ugh! Smite! Ah, he walked away from the smite. I pushed the wrong button. I'm going to kill this thing first while making eye contact with the floating head. Just not even looking at the demon. Not even looking at the demon. I'm watching you the whole time, wizard. See how little I care about your demon? Your demon's running behind you. Oh, did I break your demon? I'd kick you in the nuts, but you don't have any. And dead. Hi. I used a large pointy sword to solve all your problems. Mimic? No mimic. Not a lot of XP in that one, but I mean, that was seriously, we were in here for 2.5 minutes. Is anybody surprised? Let's go get our chain reward and then we out. So, there was a difference. I think they were aiming for Demi-Lich instead of Flame Skull. I don't think we actually have... I mean, it's just a floating skull. It's a floating skull that you assign spells to. Blah, blah, blah. Give me stuff. Really? Really? I shall wield this weapon with utmost care. Anyway. I do like that they at least spruced up the boss fight. You know, that final boss. I don't know what else they could have done to make the epic different without making it new quests. But yeah. That was decent XP. We ran everything on hard. Right. That was decent XP. It's fine. I will say... I am glad they made it epic. Because... Let me see if I can show this here. This kind of goes for all of these epic remakes. So, when we're in here, right? There's a relatively small number of quests. So there's only this many 24s. Wow, there's only 7 level 25 quests at all, and one of them is a raid. 26 isn't very long, 27 isn't very long, 28 is 3 quests. Okay? 3 quests. So, yeah, I am glad they stuck the Catacombs down here at level 23, because it gives you another thing to do to level your epic character up. Because you can just reincarnate from 30 back down to 20, and you didn't go all the way back to level 1. So, it is useful, even if I may not like Catacombs. Like, it was fine. It's still useful for it to be at multiple level ranges. I still appreciate they put that work in. And I'll run it now and then. It's got new loot in it. I don't have much of the epic loot. I'll swing through there once or twice, especially if I'm on a character that can do area damage, so I don't have to stand there and swing at every skeleton. But yeah. Not highest on my list. Not as bad as it used to be. And I'm not sad we did it. Next time, though, we've got Druid's Deep. So back to Evening Star. Seems like we weren't there. Seems like it hasn't been very long since we did that one. Because it really hasn't been. But, as always, thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.